No one's writing poetry about me. Not at all. Nope. Anyway, let's keep going.
Okay. This is a great example of the eisegesis reading, eisegetical reading, meaning reading into a post. This is 100% the best example, I feel. So here's the anklet post again from the poetry account. She has a post from him on the left that is made the same day. I don't know if that anklet post was made on the same day or not. I don't think it was. But this post was made on May 25th. I'm not sure if it was 2024 or what year. I don't know. But you see how she has this line highlighted. Grab me here, hold me here, and circle me in your grip. Mighty hands. She's highlighting this part of this post in relation to a conversation she and I was having in chat. I don't have the comment or the screenshot, or I'll show it. And because I don't think she brought this into court because I didn't have a copy of it without it being covered up. But I will show you that this is from the Random Expressions account. But nevertheless, it is. Okay. So she's highlighting this part of this post, insinuating that this is me under the guise of random expressions, including the same types of parts of conversation we had on that day, I am assuming. Because in that conversation, I said something to the effect of wanting to hold her in my hands or something to that effect. So she goes to that day, looks at all the posts, and it's like, well, see, look at this post here. It's got grab me, hold me, and circle me in your grip. Mighty hands, yup, similar, very similar, reading into a post. The reason that this is really significant, because if you were to read this entire post, it takes on a totally different meaning if you read out what the individual is intending it to mean. And this is what I mean by that. I showed you the video of the guy who owns the Random Expression account. He lives, or at least is from the UAE. I don't know where he lives, but he's from the UAE. In that region of the world, in this post, what it says is all those points where a woman traditionally wears ornaments, be that the bangles around her wrists, the necklaces around her neck, the anklets around her ankles, or like in our place, the belly chain around her waist. What do these signify? It perhaps is a symbol indication to man, conveying a subtle message that your hands around these spots are more desirable than these lifeless ornaments. As if they were to scream out loud a woman's desire, grab me here, hold me here, encircle me in your grip. All her vital and tender spots yearns to feel his mighty hands. Now, when you read that together, and you keep in mind that the author is from the Middle East, the UAE, in that region of the world, it is more common that a point of reference for women is that they wear ornamental jewelry. Obviously, women around the world, no matter what country, wear ornamental jewelry. But in that region of the world, you're going to find women that are probably more predisposed to wearing bangles. Bangles are basically wrist bracelets. But American women, for sure, don't refer to them as bangles. Can American women wear them? Absolutely. But this isn't the region of the world where you would expect women to be wearing bangles, for sure. The Middle East is a different place where it wouldn't be uncommon to see that as a ornamental type of jewelry worn. I'm not saying all women in the Middle East wear bangles, but I'm just saying in relation to that region of the world, that's his reference point because that's what he's probably accustomed to. Bangles around her wrists, necklaces around her neck, or the anklets around her ankles. Or, like in our place, the belly chain. How many American women wear a belly chain? I don't know very many. I believe the most things that I've seen, like in and around the belly, if it's any kind of jewelry, is like some kind of a diamond or something, some piercing of the belly button. But definitely not belly chains. Can it just be Middle Eastern women that wear belly chains? Of course not. Again, however, in that region of the world, I wouldn't be surprised that that be something very common. Not that a lot of women in the Middle East are walking around with belly chains, but it wouldn't be uncommon to see that. So That's reading out of a passage of text, as opposed to what she's doing here. She skips right past all of that to just the part that confirms her bias, her biases, confirmation biases. Grab me here, hold me there, and circle me in your grip. Remember, that is an absolute con of relating everything to synchronicity in life. Bareback.
Such an awkward screenshot, but okay, on June 28th, you can see I screenshot this 7 hours ago. My ex, this was his Tumblr, he deleted. And then, on June 28th, 7 hours ago, we've got a mystery poet not writing about me. Nope. Definitely not using synchronicity as mind control to send me your way, pal.
So here is a post from the Random Expressions account. I guess that photo that she showed was a woman's hands around the back of a man. I made on my own blog. I don't recall, but that's according to her. Nevertheless, this post from Random Expressions, she's relating because it's done on the same day, apparently, June 28th. Now, I had already deleted my blog, and I had already moved on from communicating with her. But still, she has, actually, I didn't delete it. I think I deleted it the next day. But I realized that she was using my blog. But she was still looking at my blog, like literally still looking at it, looking for things. And she finds this post on a Random Expressions account that has bareback in it. And that alone is what she uses to substantiate, again, proof. This is her proof. This is the kinds of proof she took to court. This is the kind of proof that led to me being arrested. Just think about that. Think about how your freedom could be taken from you based on something so insignificant, otherwise insignificant and irrelevant, that has no relationship to you in your life. Because this post has the word bareback in it, this is relative to a post from my account.
And so what do we have here? April 19th, 2023. I'm telling you, we've got purpose right now, Lucifer. And I said, can I hear your voice? And he said, cool. And I showed this man. I was outside grounding. Look how beautiful. Look at the little sun peeking through the tree. Look how cute, right? October, what is that? 19th, I'm blind. 2023. Yeah, now, not writing poetry comes around. We've got another multi-post hiding the sun on a cloudless day on the 19th of 2023. And just a single whisper. My sweetness can melt mountains when I tell you that I think we have purpose, you know?
Again, posts that have nothing to do with me. She shows a screenshot on the left, from a chat between us in 2023, I guess. I don't know. And she sends a picture, and it looks like there's a ray of sunlight shining through the leaves and the trees. Okay, cool. Great. She scours the other guy's account, finds posts. The first post says, you may even as well hide the sun on a cloudless summer day. That's all she focused on. I'm pretty sure. I don't know what the other post means in relation to this. I don't get it. But you understand now, from a person who decides that everything is synchronistically involved, she lives by a synchronistic principle of living. It limits her ability to be critically thinking about the nature of these posts, and that they really aren't related at all. Instead, she reads into them again. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm wanting to expose. As a tarot reader, someone who's supposedly immersed in truth and accuracy, is supposedly trying to help people heal from their trauma, is making this gross of an error to negatively affect a person's life, and is totally witless and just unapologetic about it.
And on June 16th, I decided to go watch a sunset 2022, you know? And I was like, hey, there's always a little beauty in every situation. And here's a picture of a storm. And